Hey, what's up, guys? It's our first episode of Whiteboard Wednesdays. Now, we got 3 topics. We're going to start with the first one, which is scheduling. So, what you're going to want to do, I just erased it. Normally I have this filled up. You don't want to start on your first day, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, okay? And then when you go like that, you can put notes, your side day, you can put day breakdown. June. And boom, 24. Right here. Morning, midday, night. Now these magnets are just little things that say planet, today, reminder, holiday, day off, just little things to add to your touch. So today I got the course starting at 10 p.m. Central. And day 1 back in the gym after this whole coronavirus. Now when I go over here and I'm gonna be like, okay, course start, day start, and I can't really see much, so now instantly I'm gonna know, okay, let's see what my day breakdown is. Morning, start day, 6 a.m., 6 a.m., meditate, 1 hour, 1,000 calorie breakfast, review all phone calendar. So when I say review all phone calendar, that means, review my calendar on my phone, my iPad, my laptop, and then check everything, make sure I got everything sorted. And then as I complete each one of those morning and things on my phone, midday, we're gonna put right here another 1,000 calorie meal. 1,000 calorie. I'm on a 5,000 calorie a day mass diet. That's why, guys. 1,000 calorie meal. Make sure all callbacks met. So what that means, all callbacks met, is like if you're a real estate agent, a broker, or you're in cold calling, you're in sales, all those callbacks, they're all done. Now at night, you can just put all day tests complete. And that's how you're going to do that. Alright, let's go on to the next thing. We're going to do the 7-step process of goal setting. Okay? Number 1, decide exactly what you want. And you gotta be specific. Be specific. Okay? Number 1, decide exactly what you want. So, whatever that may be, financially, spiritually, mentally, physically. So, let's say, for 5 years from now, I want to own and start up 3 companies purchase 2 investment properties. 2 investment properties. Traveled to 3 new countries. Drive GTR. Weigh 220, 0 body fat. You know, you gotta be specific. That's this example. Alright, let's go on 2. Alright, you're gonna need to make a time well write down book. So this goes hand in hand with your calendar. Time well write down. Time well write down. So you gotta write all this shit down. You know why you gotta write all this shit down? I know you don't want to. You're like, yeah, just copy it, like, or can I even dictate it, like speak to it, so I don't really have to type it? No, you gotta write that, type that, repetition, 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 right? Write it all down. Now, after you go and write everything down, you gotta be number 3, willing to pay the price. You gotta be willing to pay the price. You gotta do whatever it takes to make your goals, to achieve goals. If that means waking up every day at 6 a.m., if that means taking cold showers, if that means going to sleep, you know, with no, like going to sleep, not going to sleep and staying awake even if you have no sleep, you know, whatever you gotta do. Remember, just, if you want an idea, just Google Elon Musk's work week schedule and look at how this man fucking plans his time. It's getting crazy for me. Now, this is the key, number 4. You gotta make a detailed plan. You gotta make a detailed plan, okay? So what does that mean? It's like year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, you know? Now year 1, do this spring, winter, spring, summer, fall. And now in the winter, what am I going to do? I'm going to develop idea for business, for biz, you know? And under winter, food. And like when I get to spring, introduce biz idea to the market. You know, summer, bring biz idea to investors. You know, fall, launch biz. So when you're going and making this detailed plan, it's not only just thinking it and dreaming it and like, oh, I want this shit to happen. You're actually figuring it out how the hell you're gonna do it, so you make sure you do it. That's why making a detailed plan is so important. Alright? 5. Take action on your plan. You gotta take action, okay? I mean, you can't just write your plan down and just passively just look at it and just let it blow by. You gotta take action, set reminders, set notifications, like alarms, and make sure you're like reaching all these and keeping all of these, on priority. Number 6, do every day towards those goals. I didn't go really deep, but like you gotta go specific, like maybe like 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I'm talking about clothes you're gonna want, what food you're gonna eat, the thoughts you're gonna have, the smells you're gonna smell, all that. You're gonna want to write all that, and then every day you gotta do something. Now the final process to goal setting is never give up. We all have setbacks, but it's never about the setback. It's never about the setback. It's always about the comeback. It's always about the comeback. Alright, now we're going to go on to some big laws from one of my favorite books. If not my favorite book right now, it probably is my favorite book right now currently. It is Change Your... See, I had to think about it for a second because I was about to write something that was my favorite book before this, and that was The Science of Getting Rich. But now it's this. I'll take a second. Change your thinking. Change your life. Alright, now the first law we're going to go over is the law of substitution. Now I can't really spell well, so don't give me shit on that. I'm not a speller. After learning Arabic and like going deep into Arabic, I just got ooh. Alright, so the law of substitution, it states that your mind can only hold one thought at a time. Whether it be a positive or a negative, you can substitute a negative thought for a positive one. Your mind positive or negative. A negative replace with positive. Law of substitution. Your mind can only focus on one thought. Whether it be a positive or negative, you can replace the negative with a positive. Law of habit. The law of habit. Any thought or action that you repeat over and over will eventually become a habit. Law of habit. If you were wondering what that was, that's the law of habit. Now, let's go over some other ones. We go over right here. with conviction becomes your reality. Whatever you believe with conviction becomes your reality. Remember that. Alright, so we got enough of some laws. Now the last thing we're going to dwell in on this Whiteboard Wednesday is perfecting your pitch. Now, this is like a sales pitch, or maybe real estate, whatever. It's sales pitch, but it may be any type of sales, whatever it may be. This mainly is for like an in-person pitch, but you can like tune it to like a cold call, or like say if you got to pitch someone through an email, you could take the good and the irrelevant, leave it for when you're in person. Okay, so perfecting your pitch. On the side, note these factors. Remember, with perfecting your pitch, the key to perfecting your pitch is your beast factors. Your body language, your eye contact, your awesome attitude, smile, and your timing. Okay? Now, when you perfect your pitch, you gotta use what I like to call the 15-5 rule. Now, the 15-5 rule is when you're 15 feet from potential client, engage. 15 feet, you engage that client. You know? You're like, hey, Mr. Buyer, how you doing, Mr. Buyer? At 15 feet. And then when he's at 5 feet, that's when you pitch. Hey, 15 feet. Hey, Mr. Buyer, how you doing today? You know, my name's Amar. I'm just in Dallas in town for a day. And pitch. I wanted to show you why I'm here today. Now, why I'm here today is because I have this erasable marker. Now, this erasable marker is not like any other erasable marker, Mr. Buyer. This erasable marker is unique. It's one of a kind. It's its own innovation. You're creating there what's called a sense of urgency. Sense of urgency. So, Mr. Buyer, you know you gotta buy this because as soon as you write it down, it's getting written down onto a program in your laptop. Even if your laptop's not on, it's going into a cloud, and when you turn your laptop on, it will be there. So Mr. Buyer, I know you were a teacher because I'm here at an expo for all college professors, and this is something every college professor needs. Say I wipe this down. Your student missed a class or something, boom, it goes right onto your laptop that you can post onto wherever you need. And that's what we call sense of urgency, which is part of the 4 impulse factors. 4 impulse factors of a sale. Sense of urgency. Sense of urgency. And the next thing you're going to do is create a fear of loss. Hey, Mr. Buyer, I don't mean to sound like a Debbie Downer, but like, if you don't get this pen within the 15 minutes because you came at the hour which I'm leaving, I'm not going to be in Dallas anymore. And if you really want this, you're going to have to pay a shipping and handling fee. See, you create a fear of loss, like, oh, I don't know if I want to pay that extra shipping and handling fee, why don't I just get it now before, that's fear of loss. Now, the third thing you're going to do is use the Jones effect. Now, the Jones effect is, hey, Mr. Buyer, I've also noticed that you're a teacher at the University of Madison. Go Badgers. You know, what you're going to want to do, Mr. Byer, is talk to your colleagues, because I just had 3 professors earlier today, and they all taught at the University of Madison. See the Jones effect. You're using Jones, like, that's what the Jones effect is. Now the 4th is indifference. This is key. A lot of people miss this, and like they get too excited and too happy when they see a sale, and like their body language isn't like. You gotta mirror. Side note: you gotta mirror your clients. So you got, like, if your client's showing like a little excitement, you got to tone it down a little. You know, you got to tone your tone. Okay, so this is another thing. Okay, body language, tone, words. Okay, it's, I'd say 45% body language, 45% tone, and 10% your words, you know? So, normally, you know, when we're speaking and we're talking to like someone at the drive-through, like, oh yeah, can I get some napkins? Our tone's like right here, you know? But then, say we're trying to present something to our parents when we were younger, and we were trying to tell them about an idea about going somewhere, our tone was right here. So we got to go from this driver to, like, I'm a kid, I'm trying to get something tone, and like presenting. So indifference. So what indifference is so, Mr. Buyer, you know, even if you don't buy it, you don't want to buy it, it's okay. It doesn't, I don't have any problem with that, because there's going to be other teachers here, and I've already made my target for today. So, you know, actually I made my target for the week, so it doesn't really matter to me. It's only a benefit for you. And I didn't even tell you that, you know, if you act now, you get the second one for half off. And then you go back and another, and then you just gotta layer. You gotta layer and relate. Okay, layer and relate. You gotta like layer your questions, and when they're answering your questions, you got to relate back to their answers. Okay, and then when you're in a pitch, you know, you're giving them your opening, anything, you only stick to your forwards. Family, occupation, recreation, dreams, sports. So, oh, hey, Mr. Buyer, I see you're here with your family. You have a daughter? I have a daughter too. What's your daughter's name? See? Layer and relate. Layer and relate. Occupation. Oh, really quick, Mr. Teacher, I know you're here at the Teacher Expo, and I'm a coach and teacher myself. Recreation. Hey, Mr. Buyer, I see that you got a skiing shirt on. I'm a skier myself. What's been your favorite mountain to ski on? Dreams. Hey, Mr. Buyer, I see you got a Ferrari Puma shirt on. Do you own a Ferrari, or is that one of your dream cars? Sports. Hey, Mr. Buyer, I notice you're a Los Angeles Lakers fan. You know, I'm a Lakers fan too. Greatest Laker player of all time. Go. See, you're creating like a bond, like right away. That's why the forwards are important. And last, what you got to remember, perfecting your pitch, sales, real estate, it's a numbers game. Numbers game. You got to remember your law of averages. You know, your law of averages states that no matter what, after a certain given amount of times that that outcome will happen. So like say you get 50 no's, you know, out of those 50 no, you're gonna get a yes. So when you're going there and you're giving your pitch, you're giving your cold calls, you get nope, hang up, or get out of my face, or don't even read your email. You know, you're like, all right, dope, I got a no, dope, I got another no. You're just like, I'm just on my way to that yes. And you'll get, like, say out of, say, you know, 60 no's, you get 4 yeses. 64. 4 is still better than 0.